Yeah. How do you think we should introduce Gordon?
Poorly?
Whoa. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Gordon to the stage.
I thought we were supposed to do book reports. You guys like Lord of the Flies? Thank you for coming to Douglas College. It's final season, and I think we're all a little bit stressed out, so I'm glad we all came out here to have some fun. The only thing is, I want to warn you, when I get stressed, I get hiccups. So I'm going to apologize for that up front. I have to say, going to going to college is such an uphill battle, especially at Douglas College. You either go to the New West campus, like this one, or just down the street at the Anvil building. You have to go up to get to any of your classes. And here I thought my parents were lying to me when they said, back in my day, we had to go uphill both ways to school. Now I know they just went to Douglas College. Now, to prepare for the showcase, I wanted to get better at my jokes, and I was told by the comedy crew, here, the very supportive comedy crew, to get better, you had to practice in front of the mirror. Well, I've been doing that, and I think I've gotten pretty good. In fact, I even got a laugh at the stall 3. Now, we're all college students. We probably all grew up with Harry Potter. Did anyone else read the books and think that we needed a few more swear words in there? They're kids, after all. They could have been like, is that Voldemort? Wanker! Couldn't even kill Harry. What's he gonna do to us? Now, I gotta say, our generation has a lot of anxiety. And we know that. Woo! That's why we created Netflix and chill. Takes the edge off a little bit. Now, it's becoming the holidays, and I felt I would get festive.
Ooh.
Yeah. I decided to write a little mystery book to get into the spirit. It's called Gold, Frankincense, Murder. You find out Jesus did it. Now, do you think people that go on a diet are considered mass murderers? I love that one. That's the best one. Now I gotta say, with Canuck the Crow missing, and there being a $10,000 reward, I think we just found the new plot for Ace Ventura 3, Pet Detective. Sorry, I warned you up front. But by now you probably see I have a bottle of Coke here on stage. I'm sorry for that. But I was told that most Canadians use Coke, and I didn't want to fall behind. About halfway there. Now, the other day, my neighbor lit themselves on fire, and they were horrified. But luckily, they were delighted when I came over. I'm a giver. Now, I've come to realize that giraffes are probably the best thing to have as friends. They're gonna be the people that really stick their neck out for you. Not like fucking turtles. I hate turtles. You talk to them, they just hide from you. Ugh. Sorry, nervous, just a little bit. I apologize. Now, I consider myself a bit of a people person, but that's probably because of my multiple personalities. Now, my friend, this is going to be a little bit of a touchy subject. They were asking for donations for bottom surgery. But I had to tell them, I only pay top dollar. It's fair. Now, I think when I have one of my children, one of my kids, I'm just going to name them Kid. Because they're always going to be able to order from the kids menu. Kids get into places for free. And, sometimes you even get free flights. I'll try and be a kid forever. But I think if I had to adopt a kid, I'm gonna call him a rescue instead. See this guy? He's a rescue. Got him from an orphanage. But growing up, as a kid, I had a twin. Well, I still do. He's still here. But when people find out, they always ask 3 questions. What's it like to be a twin? Well, you have to share your birthday and Christmas presents, but you always have someone there for you.
Woo!
That's my twin! But number 2, do you know what they're thinking? Yeah, he thinks you're an idiot. Of course we don't know. But finally, when I was a kid, they used to ask something a bit more innocent. It was great. They wanted to know if one of us was better at a course, would we swap out? But as adults, it's a little bit more weird. Because, you know, you're a little bit nasty. We know this, right? You want to know if we've ever swapped out on a partner? I don't even like sharing a bag of chips. What makes you think I want to share a girlfriend? Are you saying a girl? Oh. Are you saying a girl's worth less than a bag of chips? I'm told it goes well with Coke. But here's another true story. I was over in Victoria for a camping trip, and I had to use the bathroom really bad. Like, really, really bad. Like, backed up for 3 days bad. The only problem is, the only stall that was open was that larger stall at the very end. The handy-capable stall. And if I didn't use it, I was gonna shit my pants. Yeah. It was terrible though. The seat was broken, so the entire time you had to prop yourself up with your legs. If not, you would slide off. And I did it so long that my legs went numb. So when I eventually got all done, I stand up and I notice that my legs are dead. I walk outside of the stall and I notice someone's waiting for me. He sees me walking with my limp. And he says, "I'm glad it's not a normie using this." I got away with it. And now I know how to get away with it every time. Now, here's a story about my dad. I grew up on a farm. But this farm had a little bit of a mole problem. Moles are difficult to deal with. Trust me on that, because they're mostly underground. My dad gets this idea to solve it, though. Rather than shoot them or trap them, he tries something else. He wants to deal with this as painlessly as possible. So he puts a tarp over all the holes. Then he goes to the tractor, puts a little hose in it, walks over to the mole holes, puts the hose inside, and turns it on. Moles didn't like that. No. What it's supposed to do is put them to sleep, nice and gently, like God intended. Instead, we got enraged moles that came to the surface before the smoke got. But then my dad had to clean it up. And that's how my dad made a mountain out of a molehill. Sorry. Now I'm gonna say girls are equally as weird as guys. One girl, after sex, she would take the condom and turn it into a balloon animal. I gotta say, never date a clown. The saddest thing I can say though, it was the saddest looking dog I had ever seen. A while back, I had a case of the hiccups, and it was pretty bad. So my girlfriend had to give me a blowjob. But then it went away. But now, I got the hiccups again, and a boner, and I don't know what to do. I'm Gordon Trust. Thank you for your time.